Well, hello and welcome to Knife Delights and welcome to another 2 for Tuesday. Yeah, 2 for Tuesday is an easy open tag that I invite all channels to participate in. Hey, just grab a couple of knives and talk about them. Well, on the table today we've got a couple of KaBar folding lockback hunters, or what you might call a 110 clone. Differences is this one was made in the USA, and this is a current model. It's got a different model number, but it's made in China under the KaBar name. Now, before we get into the comparison between the old and the new, I think we need to clean this one up just a little bit. Now, this video is a little bit out of order because I just returned home from a trip, and I stopped at an antique store and I bought this knife here. This is one of 3 knives that I bought, and I'm going to be putting together a video on that antique store and the 3 knives that I bought there. However, I've got to get ready for a 2 for Tuesday. See, I've got this timetable. Since I do a 2 for Tuesday, I need to get a 2 for Tuesday ready to upload. So that's why you're going to see this just a little bit out of order. Okay, let's see if we can clean this brass up here just a little bit. Just starting out with some number 7 heavy duty rubbing compound. Just try to do a little bit of cleaning here. Let's see if we can get this brass polished up just a little bit. Now I will be going over when I think this knife was made, and we'll go over some of the dimensions and stuff in comparison. There's, pros and cons to both models here. Alright, that's how we're looking after the first pass. Okay, try this one over here. It is just amazing how many companies came out with a 110 clone. Again, first pass over it. Well, it looks like we got just a little bit of crack in the wood there. So I plan on giving this just kind of the once over here. Then I'm going to throw it in some mineral oil and let it soak. I look down in the channel down in there. I don't know if there's just a slight bit of rust down in there that we need to take care of or not. But we need to give it a soak here. Well, I think we're going to sign up just fine. Look at our back side here. Let's just heat it real quick. Somebody was using it to beat with just a little bit. Not that anybody would use a knife in a manner they ought not to. I guess maybe I'm a little guilty of that at times. Okay, I just wanted to give it a real quick pass here so I can get it into some mineral oil. It's Sunday night. I got to work hard on this to get it ready for a Tuesday morning video. I hope I can make it. Okay, we'll throw her in some mineral oil and then finish her up. Alrighty, let's get into comparing these two knives. Now, this one I have cleaned on some. Did do a quick soak in mineral oil and then hit it with flitz once. I still got some work to do on this, but we're going to go ahead and get going on the comparison of these two knives. And of course, this is the KaBar. What do we got here? The KaBar 1189. Now, I don't know when the 1189 was made. We do know that the Buck 110 came out roughly in 1963. There is no model number on this. Now, Cole National bought KaBar in the mid-60s, somewhere around 65, 66, somewhere in there. And from what I understand, it was Cole National, after they bought it, that they started putting model numbers on the KaBar knives. Now, what I did see online is I did see that they had KaBar up here and then 1189, and it was printed on there. So I don't know if this one originally had that printed on there and it's just worn off. I'm just not sure. So this knife, well, they made the 1189 somewhere until around 2000 or 2001. So that's kind of your date range, mid-60s to 2000, somewhere in there. And we look at it, it is pretty much just a clone of the Buck 110. We do have some differences, as in we do have this jimping right here. And we can see we got 5 pins. You got 4 small pins or rivets for the inlay, the wood inlay, and then there's your main pin right there. And you can see the pins coming through on there. It's big, bulky, and heavy, and it did come with a leather pouch also. I do not have the pouch or the box for this knife. So then we look at the more modern here, and this is the 3189, and this is an updated version of the 1189, and they've modernized it. Now, you know, even Buck with their 112s and their 110s, they have modernized them, come out with upgraded steels, different inlays and such. They've even made them into automatics. So, yeah. All the knife companies now, they're modernizing their knives. So we go back for this one. I'll throw a slide up here on this 3189. Apparently this knife is no longer in production. But if we look at it, we got the clip point blade length of 3.88, length 8.88, and the steel is 5CR15 MOV stainless steel. And we got black G10 inlays or handles, and the weight is 5.6 ounces. So, and once again, it appears that this knife is no longer in production. Now, before we go any further, I just thought it would be kind of nice to get a weight on the 1189. Maybe. Oh no, is my battery dead? Huh. Well, I'm not going to be able to get a weight on it. I guess my battery's dead. But I can tell you that this is much heavier. Much heavier. Just holding it like this, we can see the thickness. The old style here, much thicker. Gives you much more to hang on to. Look at the clip blades, a little bit difference in the clip blades. And here you've got the fuller in it, or a nail nick or fuller. And on this one, again, modernized. We have the thumb studs for a one-handed opening. We have a lanyard hole here, and they put a pocket clip on it. Another main difference is this one here was made in the USA, and we can see here this one was made in China. Now, I do not know what the steel is that KaBar used to use, but I'm assuming it's like a 440A or something similar to that. Another trend that we see as knife companies modernize some of their older models, you can see it's much slimmer, it's more lightweight. Like I said, it's a one-handed opening. It does have some jimping on top, like this one, but it's not nearly as aggressive as you can see. That's pretty aggressive up there. One other feature here, as you can see, these G10 inlays or handles, they are removable, I suppose, so you can clean, or if you wanted to make some new inlays there, you could. Pretty nice action on that. And again, it does fit in your hand quite well. So what do you think? Do you like the old beefy style of folding hunter, or do you like the more modern style? You can see it looks like we got a much thicker blade stock on it. The advantage here is it's lighter with the pocket clip. It's maybe a little easier to carry. You don't have to worry about the pouch. But to me, the big beefy one, it helps you with your work. You really got a good grip on this handle here. You can really bear down and get better work done. So it is a trade-off. But it is nice to see, with this example with KaBar and Buck and other knife companies, how they are modernizing, upgrading, just thinking of new ways to improve on an old product. Now this one here, I did not get it fully cleaned up, but again, I'm kind of out of sequence with my videos here. I'm going to be doing a video of the antique store where I bought this one. It'll be out in a few days, and I'll probably have this all cleaned up by the time I shoot that video. So as far as the cleaning and refurbishing, this will be a part 2 when I do that video. But as you can see, it's come a long ways already. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this 2 for Tuesday. Now go out and have yourselves a very delightful day.